Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we're here with another video, and yeah, lately I've been doing a lot of videos with many accounts, and this is going to be one of the same. So, I have a little bit of money finally on this account. I've been working on actually trying to gain GP now that I've stopped really working on my hardcore Iron Man. So basically, what we're going to go ahead and do today, I have 150 mil, and I got a little army of accounts back here. Got 4 to be exact, 5 in total, and I'm going to go ahead and split up this 150 mil across all the accounts, so that'll allow 30 mil per account. And from there, I think what we're going to go ahead and do is just do 1 hour of merching from the Grand Exchange. I have no real margins bought right now. I don't really know what I want to do. I have ideas of items, but I'm going to go ahead, split out this money, and then, yeah, we're going to go ahead and make bank. And there we go. Got all 30 mil dispersed across the 5 accounts. Going to go ahead and get a timer now. It will take a second, actually. I mean, the first 10 minutes I'm probably going to have to spend trying to find items, so we're going to have to find some pretty quick. And before we go ahead and get on into it, if you guys are wondering how I am actually finding my margins, I use a site called GE Tracker. They're a sponsor of mine. It's an absolutely great site that allows you to pretty much sort different methods of finding what the margins are for certain items, and then you can go from there to check and see how good they are yourselves. Now, I mean, you can sort a lot of different ways. For the most part, I'll be doing the high value method, which will allow me to do a lot of flips for low margins, but with 5 accounts, this is going to be more where I'll want to be. I'll probably have 1 or 2 accounts focused on some higher level stuff, maybe, you know, 5 to 10 mil type items, but for the most part, I'll be searching around here. All right, so here we go. Going to go ahead and start the timer now. Time to get on into it. What I want to do for the most part is have a couple accounts, probably the top 2 focused on some more higher price items, I guess. So right now, Bando's God Swords insta bought for 5397, not absolutely that great. Yeah, no margin to see there. Zamrock God Swords, however, I saw have about a 90k margin, so I'm going to go ahead and see what the exact prices are on that. As you guys can see, dropped a lot, which is usually a good sign whenever you're looking for decent flips. 3485, I think that's about a 70k margin right there. Now, as far as crushed nests, I think crushed nests are what I saw had a really good margin a second ago. Yeah, oh my, 476. Jeez, that is ridiculous. All right, well, I guess something that we can go ahead and try to take advantage of now is Bird's Nest. So Bird's Nest you can actually crush, but it seems as if those are actually, oh no, okay, they haven't gone up. So I'm going to go ahead and put in an offer for like 2,000 at this price. That's going to work really well if those are able, or at least some of those are able to buy. So one thing that I said that I was going to do that I think I'm going to have to take more seriously is the fact that not a lot of these higher tier items have a lot of a margin right now. Anguishes pretty much have nothing, like 10k, which is absolutely ridiculous. As you guys can see here though, we have 3 GP margins on battle staff, so wow, man, I absolutely hate my life right now. Okay, there we go. Oh, thank God, at least something's going on. So Bird's Nest got a lot of them to actually be able to buy, which is good. Now I may crush them, but I'm probably just going to take them to Narda because, I mean, if I'm crushing them, that's not really merching as much. I also could try to flip them up for 4649, which would be a 300k margin, but I don't think that they're going to actually sell for that because not a lot of people are going to want to crush them for pretty much no profit. Now, one merch that I do like to do a lot is Eclectics 2597. Hopefully they'll have somewhat of a decent, oh my, thank you. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and throw probably 3,000 down there. Another thing that I think could be decent would be Guthan's armor set, so 4690. Let's see if we can get any margin on that. Oh yeah, 70k margins there. I'm definitely happy with that. I'm more than willing to take that, so we'll go ahead and throw 4 in up there. Going to go ahead and throw up a 10k offer for rune darts. As you guys can see, the Guthan sets are actually selling, which is really nice, but the rune darts we have a 17 GP margin on, and if I can get 10k, that's a nice little bit of profit. Oh boy, so on top of that, one thing that we do have here is rune darts are apparently buying for 10, 20. Okay, yeah, I knew I wasn't going to get a whole lot of those, but really one thing that I do always want to do whenever I'm trying to merch for money is just keep an offer in for rune darts P. They're actually worth more if you clean them, and so really you can just make money off of, you know, using, or just one time using a cleaning cloth onto some rune darts. Typically you don't get them in that high of amounts though, so I'm just going to go with 4,000. As you guys saw on the top left though, Guthan's armor sets have bought, so we're going to go ahead and make 70k off of all these. Should be a 280k profit in total. So I found another merch that seems to be doing pretty well. Cadentine Potions Unfinished. I don't even know what they're selling at, 1812 or 1802. I'm just going to put it in for the med price because that's where a lot of people will probably be selling at. We have 1 Pegasian buying here on this account. That's got most of the money capped out. Another 3 mil still to spend. Over here we have some wines of, oh, okay, well, thank you. We got some wines of Zamrock buying. Those have around, what did I see earlier? Yeah, a 25 GP margin. That's fine. I'll be able to sell those for a little bit of profit. Up here on this account, we were able to get almost 10,000 rune darts to buy. and we're starting to try to sell them off for 17 GP profit, which would be 170k in total. Also getting some to buy as poison. I'm going to go ahead and once the hour is done, just clean them all and see how much I can make off of that. And as far as Bird's Nest, really don't know what to do. I was able to get a 350 GP, or I guess a 300 GP margin on just selling the Bird's Nest, but these never really buy because there's no point in really buying them. So I'm really left with two alternatives. I can either just go to Narda and sell them as crushed nests, which I'm thinking about doing because that's going to make us, I guess, the most money theoretically if they don't sell this way. And yeah, Zamorak Godsword going to go ahead and sell for there. So decided it probably wasn't best to actually have two Pegasians buying, one on each account. So went ahead and kind of made my own margin on Primordials. One thing I'll say is if you usually find margins that seem to be too low and like 20k, it's really worth the 20k risk just to go ahead and buy and sell another one to see what we can find. I personally just found a 50k margin on Primordials, which I'm more than happy to flip with considering I can do that on one account pretty much at all times. So some margins I've noticed up here in the top right is basically U-Seeds. You can make almost 3k by turning them into a plant pot or by turning them into a sapling, which I'm more than willing to go ahead and try. And on top of that, magic seeds apparently are pretty good. Now over here, got a, I think that's our first pair. Yeah, first pair on this account of Pegasians to sell, which is nice. And over here we have Primordials also going. We've already bought and sold one that we needed to actually find the margin. Now everything from here is going to be pure profit, which is really nice. And while I'm typing in that one, we get another Pegasian to buy. What I'm going to like so much about these Pegasians is they have a 100k margin and I can pretty much flip 8 of them on each account that I want. So, I mean, potentially, you know, depending on how quick they buy and sell, we could be balling out here. Anyways, as I was saying up here, magic saplings also have about a 2k margin, so definitely going to go ahead and utilize that if I can. Actually closer to 3.5k. I was looking at the wrong price. But the thing is, we can only buy so many with this, which is kind of annoying. It looks like we can only buy about 15. That's kind of one of the problems with the fact that magic seeds are so expensive right now. Now, one thing that's pretty interesting that I don't know if I really want to get in on that bad is Asgardian Boots right now. They're all over the place. They've been going down a lot today, which is why their price is kind of volatile. Yeah, but 7.35. Oh my gosh. All right. That is a massive margin. Problem is, I don't know if I can recoup that. I don't know if anyone's going to be selling more Guardian Boots, but I sure hope so because I just lost 300, 450k trying to find it. There we go. So I tried working with Bando's Godswords a little bit ago, but now finally they have a margin. I've been trying to, yeah, I bought and sold a couple earlier trying to find if there was one. It seemed pretty sturdy, but now we see a 70k margin on Bando's Godswords, which is what I really want because those things buy and sell really quick. All right, here we go. Another set of Pegasians have sold, so definitely made 200k on this account so far with them, looking to make a little bit more. Primordials kind of slowed down over here. Guardian Boots still hoping for, but yeah, really not a whole lot going on except over here we just had a ton of rune darts sell, so obviously made some money off of that. Oh, another BGS sold up here. That's good. We just need to start to get them to sell, I guess. That seems like a good price to me, and that also seems good. Now, as far as up here, oh, there we go, another set of Primordials. But what I think I'm going to do is the account down here in the bottom right that I'm using right now has 87 farming, so I'm definitely going to have to get over these magic seeds and U-Seeds to that account. All right, lot going on. Got another set of Pegasian Boots to buy. Hopefully they'll sell a little quicker. On top of that, Bando's Godsword seems to be going pretty well, which is I'm definitely happy about because these things are going to make me a lot of money if they start flowing decently well. All the rune darts sold, and now just going to go ahead and kind of get in the zone of, oh, there we go, thank God. All right, we got a pair of Guardian Boots to buy. The buying part was really what I was scared of. I think they'll be able to sell for around the price that I bought them for. I have no real worries about that. The buying of it, though, that was definitely sketchy, which means now I think we should be in the positive as far as this merch goes. Down here, just got another pair of Prims to sell, but my client was a little messed up, so you couldn't see that. Seems like forever, but finally, the Guthan sets have started to sell. I mean, I'm happy with that.
Today, Junior?
It's definitely a good margin I'm willing to take, but it's just a matter of whether or not they sell, and it looks like now they'll start to actually go. And there we go. So we did get all of these Guthan's armor sets to sell, and now we're just waiting for some to buy. As far as the Bando's Godswords, they have not continued to sell, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the price of those. All in all, should be able to sell, I would imagine, at some point. And then as for the Guthan's armor sets, going to go ahead and wait for the rest of those to buy. Now over here, we are kind of working on buying some seeds for the most part. Got a lot of that going on. Got a decent amount of magic and U-Seeds, probably about, you know, maybe close to 250k profit in total. Now on the middle screen, currently working on buying some Primordials. I've done a lot of Pegasian merches at this point, probably I think 4, all for pretty much 100k, but I think I hit my Primordial boot limit over here on this account. I've been trying some margins, and on top of that, been flipping Primordial Boots for about 40k. They buy and sell relatively quickly. quickly, so it was worth it for me to transfer that on over to here. And down here, this is where we have another pair of Guardian Boots buying. It's what I like to see. I really don't think that there's any way I lose money on this. If anything, the price of my sell may go down a little bit, but really overall, I'm not all too worried because I think that they'll be definitely able to sell above 7 mil. So I'm happy with that, and overall doing pretty good right now. So going to continue on and see what all we can do. We do actually have some stuff selling down here, which is nice. And yeah, I got some more rune darts buying over here since I thought that that was pretty good merch. All right, so now down here working on putting all these seeds into their respective plant pots and then just using humidify on them to be able to actually make them into saplings. Really good way to make money. You make 3K per one, and it takes literally seconds just to be able to turn them into saplings. So all right, and that is terrifying. Now we have 3 Guardian Boots bought but none sold, so this is going to be kind of a moment of truth. I really don't know what they're buying or selling at currently, and I don't have a lot of cash to say on most of my other accounts to actually be able to find out what the price is. All right, so this is the real moment of truth. Do I actually want to insta buy? I'll try to insta buy it for say 7.2 mil. Okay, none insta bought for 7.2 mil. That's perfectly fine with me. Down here on this account, we'll be making 300K per one if we can insta sell them for that. So 7.2, I may as well just try to buy another one. If I can make 300K off a Guardian Boot, it's worth it to me. Oh my gosh, down here in the bottom right, I got another pair to buy. I don't want all these pairs. I want to start selling them, but I know no one's selling them because they're scared that the price is going to go down. And there we go, selling off some magic saplings down here, 191,700 as you guys can see, and then up here for each magic sapling, I actually paid 186, so that's a 5K profit per one, 250K in the bank just off of a little bit of work on magic seeds. Now, that's not all. For you seeds, we also have a little bit of a margin as well. So I bought them up here, as you guys can see, for 79K, and I can sell them for practically 82. So definitely really nice. Also happy with that. Who crushes stuff? Wesley, hit me up, boy. How much? I just want to crush all of these. Can I do that? It's 50 each. Oh, it's only 50 each? Jeez, yeah, that's perfectly fine by me. I thought it was 150. All right, so if we go ahead and buy Crush 4778. Oh my God, 4778. We don't have them up here anymore, but we bought that for around 45, even under 45 per one. So that's 300K profit or more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We finally got a pair of Guardian Boots to sell on. Who would have guessed it? I honestly didn't know if it was ever going to happen. I was a little nervous, but at least now got some confirmation that's possible. Nice and easy, able to get all of the U saplings to sell off, so that is always good to see. Now hopefully these crushed nests will start selling. As you guys can see, someone probably just undercut me there, so I'm going to go ahead and try to go 4760, and maybe they'll sell for that. Just as I ended off that last recording, got another pair of Guardian Boots to sell. Oh my, I'm so happy with that. Obviously, I'm happy to see that those things weren't going to continue to go down, because I was definitely nervous about that. Really, they've dropped a lot so far already, so I wouldn't imagine that they'd be going down anymore, which is why I was kind of confident in buying them in the first place. Oh my gosh, we just got another pair of Guardian Boots to buy. Let's go. Okay, so I got another pair over here, hoping that they will be able to buy as well. But yeah, definitely happy with that. Another 300K coming in. So someone just sold another 3 pairs of Guardian Boots. It must be someone that was stocked up on a few of them, but definitely happy to go ahead and take all those. At this point, I have 6 minutes left. I don't know how much more I can keep buying, because eventually I'm going to have to sell these, and I can't really insta-sell them at the end of the hour, because if I do that, I have no guarantees as to what they're worth, considering they're very volatile in price. I could easily just insta-sell them and lose a mil just to end off this video. But what I think I'm going to do is just cancel out all the offers that I have in. There's 5 minutes left, so I don't want to make any more money and then sell the stuff afterwards. So I'm just going to cancel all the offers, throw in a bunch of sell offers, and then we'll see what we can sell this all for at the end. On the plus side though, did have another pair of Guardian Boots sell down here. And there we go, liquidated all the accounts. Right now, 84 mil in my inventory along with all these Guardian Boots. Obviously, a lot of stuff to sell, and it's going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to go ahead, try to sell it all, and then, yeah, probably hop back in about 20 minutes and see what it all sells for. Also, just want to say, during that hour, as you guys can see, Rune Darts P was able to buy 2,000. Now I made 40 GP per one, so obviously a free 80K just from having a GE offer in that I actually didn't even have to focus on at all. So, you know, maybe worth your time. And there we go. Timer ran out. Like to give a huge shout out to Mr. Underrated, though. Noticed me from the videos. Shout out to you, man. Thanks a lot. Finally, it all sold. It took about half an hour. The Guardian Boots were really the only thing I was waiting on. I even had to downgrade their price a couple times just by 10K to make sure that I was actually able to get the offers. So, yeah, let's go ahead and see what I can get for all this. I do have to sell off these Astral Runes because they were part of the overall GP, but let's go ahead and collect 153, so we at least made 3 mil. That's so sick. Let's see. Okay, how how much. Okay, 153.5, almost 3.5 mil in that hour. That's actually really good. I didn't think I did nearly that well. A lot of my normal items weren't even doing that good. Usually tortures, anguishes, tormented bracelets are all things that I like to do as well, that I was kind of hoping for this hour, but none of them had margins. They were actually like 10k or less for all of them, so I was a little disappointed in that when I actually started. But 3.5 mil, granted, obviously I'm using 6 accounts, but to be able to make 3.5 mil, you know, that's $1.5 million more than you're going to get at Zulrah, and that's even more than you're going to get doing raids, and this is just merching, so it's kind of AFK in a sense. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video though. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like. If there's anything you guys want to see from me in the future, comment that down below, and on top of that, if you guys enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. But with that said, hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and peace. Also, here's a clip of me freaking out because none of the jewelry had any margins. Oh my god, there's 2k margins, there's 17k margins, and there's 10k margins on stupid shit. Give me some decent margins.